Okay, my name is Rick Chrisman. I am doing my driving portion of LLLC and my communication or my use of the LLLC driving methods. As I look around, I see traffic is stopped ahead of me. I am going to pull them out. I'm going to check my mirrors, both left and right, which is looking around. And I'm going to wait for traffic to begin. I'm going to go ahead and pull forward. Going to leave plenty of room so that if a vehicle ahead of me, which is at least 10 feet, so if a vehicle ahead of me is disabled, I won't have to back up. I'm going to continue to scan every 2 to 3 seconds as I look around. And as I prepare to pull out, I'm going to communicate that I'm turning right, at least 3 to 5 flashes. I've got a lot of traffic here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up closer to the turn lane here, continuing to look around and scan my mirrors every 2 to 3 seconds. As I look around to my left, I see an opportunity, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out when it's safe to do so. And I'm going to check my mirrors left and right. I'm looking ahead. As I look ahead, I see a red light, so I'm going to leave room and give myself a good 10 feet clearance in case the vehicle ahead of me became disabled. I wouldn't have to back up. I'm checking my mirrors as I look around, and every 5 to 8 seconds, as well as changing my perspective as I look around every 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead, the light's still red. As I look behind me, there is traffic stopped behind me, and I am going to continue to sit here so that I have plenty of room in case I need to pull around this vehicle ahead of me. As I look around, I'm checking my mirrors 5 to 8 seconds, checking ahead of me, checking behind me as I look around, above me, below me, to the left, to the right. As I look ahead, I still see a red light. As I check my mirrors and I look around, I still see traffic stopped in my direction. As I look around, I continue to change my perspective 2 to 3 seconds, and I check my mirrors 5 to 8 seconds. As I look around, I still see stop traffic behind me and to the left of me. I still see ahead of me there's a red light, and behind me stop traffic. Nothing's above me, and nothing's in my way below me. As I look around, I'm continually checking my mirrors and checking ahead of me. Can't see 15 seconds ahead of me, but I can see immediately ahead of me. Looking to my left, to my right and my left, looking behind me, above me, and below me. All looking around. As I look around, I see a green light. I'm going ahead and leave room. 4 to 5 seconds following distance, checking left, right, left again, which is all looking around. As I communicate, I'm going to go ahead and turn my turn signal on, at least 3 to 5 flashes, so that I can communicate that I'm going to the left lane. I'm going to leave it on so that left, to the right, and left again. As I merge, I see behind me, and I am communicating still. And I'm going to end my communication. I'm checking ahead of me, leaving lots of room ahead of me. As I look around, I'm checking my mirrors 5 to 8 seconds, changing my perspective every 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead 15 seconds, I see that traffic is moving along appropriately, behind me, above me, below me, to the left and to the right. As I look around, I'm continually checking my mirrors to the left and to the right. As I look around and ahead of me, I can see that traffic is going to curve to the right well in advance of 15 seconds. So I need to prepare for that. I also have a merging lane, so I need to look around, check my mirrors 5 to 8 seconds, maintaining a safe following distance if vehicles merge from the right. As I look around, I'm continually checking ahead of me 15 seconds, to my right, to my left, and behind me, above me, and below me. As I look around, I see 15 seconds ahead of me, they're curving to the right, a caution sign which indicates construction ahead of me. So I need to be aware of that. I need to be aware of my following distance as vehicles merge here. Checking behind me, checking left and right. And now I'm going to brake so I can leave lots of room and 4 or 5 second following distance, which I need to reestablish. Now I'm looking ahead. Can't see 15 seconds, but I can see directly ahead of me. Looking around, checking my mirrors left and right. Behind me, I'm looking around. As I look ahead 15 seconds now, I can see traffic is going to stop again. That was actually sooner than 15 seconds. So I'm going to reestablish my following distance as traffic begins to move again, and I'm looking around, checking my mirrors left and right. As traffic begins to pick up, I'm looking ahead of me 15 seconds, I'm looking behind me 15 seconds. Interrupted, but I'm ignoring it as I am doing my driving, and I don't answer phone calls while I'm driving. As I look ahead 15 seconds, I see a green light and a flashing light, which indicates that it's going to change colors. As I look around, I'm checking my mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds. I'm checking ahead of me, behind me, above me, and below me as I look around. As I look ahead of me, I see 15 seconds. Traffic is going to stop because I've got a red light. And I see a stop sign, a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit, which indicates the speed. I see pedestrians on my left, which are construction workers, which I need to be very careful of. As I prepare to stop, because I was looking around, I see the stop traffic ahead of me. I'm going to leave room at least 10 feet. Now I'm beginning to look around. I see a green light. I'm going to go ahead, reestablish my 4 to 5 second following distance. I'm looking around, checking my mirrors to the right, to the left, and I'm looking left, right, left again as I go through the intersection, make sure it's clear of pedestrians as well as other vehicles. As I look around, I can see traffic can pull in from the right and it'll go around me on the left. Looking ahead, I have 15 seconds. I have a red light that's been there for a minute or two, and it's stale. So it may turn green. Checking my mirror behind me. I'm checking as I look ahead and looking around. I'm watching the red light. I'm checking my mirrors to the left and the right. Changing my perspective every 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead, I can see the traffic stopped ahead of me, so I'm going to leave room by stopping at least 10 feet ahead with the vehicle ahead of me, so that if it becomes disabled, I will have a way out without having to back out. As I look around, I'm checking my mirrors, 5 to 8 seconds. I'm changing my perspective, 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead, I can see there's another red light at 15 seconds ahead of me or more. And I'm checking I look around, I'm checking my mirrors to the left and right. As I look around, I'm checking behind me, I'm checking above me, I'm checking below me, I'm checking to the left, to the right, and I'm looking immediately ahead of me. As I have traffic stopped and I'm waiting for it to begin. As I look around, I can see I have a green light, so I'm going to let my vehicle ahead of me establish a 4 to 5 second following distance or more. Looking left and right. And I'm looking around, checking my mirrors to the left and to the right. Checking to the right. I have a vehicle that's merging to the left. As I look around, and I'm going to communicate that I'm going to merge into the right-hand lane. As I look ahead, I see a green light. I see an intersection approaching. I see a park that I'm passing by now, which means I need to be aware of pedestrians. I'm going to communicate that I'm going to turn to the right. I'm going to check my mirrors left and right, ahead and behind, and I'm going to go ahead and take this right into a parking lot. I'm continuing looking left and right. I have a vehicle that's stopped. I'm going to communicate that I've taken a right-hand turn here, at least 3 to 5 flashes, and I'm going to check left and right, make sure it's clear, and I'm going to proceed on my way. I'm in a parking lot, so I need to be aware of pedestrians. I need to be aware of traffic that might pull around me. I'm looking ahead of me. I see a stop sign. I'm looking behind me and to the left and to the right. I'm looking at my speed, making sure I'm not going too fast. I don't want to go more than 15 to 20 miles an hour in this parking lot. I see a stop sign as I look ahead, and I'm going to prepare to stop. I'm going to leave room behind this stop sign so that I'm parked safely. I'm going to communicate that I'm going to take a right. I've given it at least 3 to 5 flashes, and then when it's safe to proceed, I'm going to continue. I'm taking a right-hand turn, and I'm going to stay in the right-hand turn lane so that I can stop at the stoplight as I look ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make a complete stop. As I get to the stoplight, I'm going to check to my left. I'm going to check my mirrors left and right. I'm going to make sure it's safe to proceed, and I'm going to go ahead and proceed to the right. Oh, forgot to communicate. Alright. I am checking my mirrors left and right. I'm checking ahead of me. 15 seconds. I'm checking behind me. I'm checking above and below me as I look around. As I look ahead, I see stop lights, so I'm going to prepare to stop and cover my brake. And I'm going to go ahead and stop, leaving lots of room so that if the vehicle ahead of me becomes disabled, I can go around it without backing. As I look around, I see green light. As I'm preparing, I'm going to leave room by giving a 2 to 3 second 1001, 1002 count so that I can establish my 4 to 5 second following distance immediately, which is leaving room. I am looking around. As I look around, I'm looking left, right, left again. I'm leaving lots of room ahead of me, and I have room comfortably behind me. I am in control specifically of the room ahead of me, so I'm going to leave room and continue to keep my 4 to 5 second following distance. As I look ahead, I see plenty of traffic. As I look around, I'm looking left, checking my mirrors right. I see plenty of traffic around me. As I look my perspective 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead, I see a stoplight, which means traffic's going to stop, so I cover my brake and I begin the process of stopping so that I can leave room at least 10 feet in case I need to go around the vehicle ahead of me. As I'm looking around, I'm looking 2 to 3 seconds. I'm looking, checking my mirrors 5 to 8 seconds. I see the green light has begun as I look ahead, and I'm going to begin to pull ahead. As I look around, I'm looking to the left, I'm looking to the right, I'm looking to the left again. I see the Ford speed limit sign of 45 miles an hour, so I need to make sure that my speed matches the safe following distance as well as the safe speed, so I'm not speeding. As I look around, I see another intersection. Looking for pedestrians, I do not see any. As I look around, I see that the light turned yellow, but it's safe to proceed because I was within the intersection and it was safer to continue. As I look around, I see a vehicle that may try to pull in front of me, but he chose not to. As I look around, I'm checking my mirrors 5 to 8 seconds, and looking around 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead 15 seconds, I see a green light. As I look around, I see a vehicle that might have pulled out but chose not to, and I've got intersections and streets that might present traffic in front of me. Checking my mirrors as I look around, checking ahead and behind me and above me and below me. As I look around, I see a green light at an intersection that I'm about to pass through. Checking my mirrors, checking left, right, left as I look around. As I look around, I look ahead 15 seconds and I look around left, right, and left again. I see intersections. I see that I'm on West 191. Communicating by preparing at least 3 to 5 flashes that I'm going to take. I'm going to move into the left lane. As I look around, I see that I have an intersection. I'm checking my mirrors and I'm looking around left, right, left, as well as looking ahead. As I look around, I'm checking behind me, I'm checking to the left, I'm checking to the right. I see intersections where traffic can pull out ahead of me. I'm looking ahead, I see a green light that's stale. I'm looking behind me. As I look around, I see, checking my mirrors to the left and right again. I'm going to communicate 3 to 5 flashes that I'm going to take the next lane over to the left. I'm going to proceed to the left. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to proceed over to the left, still communicating with my turn signal. As I look ahead, I see traffic stopped ahead of me, so I'm going to leave room by making sure that I keep a 4 to 5 second following distance. Looking left, I'm looking around. Looking right and looking left again. I'm going to proceed checking my mirrors left and right, checking behind me, checking above me, or below me, checking ahead of me. As I look around, I see a light ahead of me, which is looking ahead 15 seconds. Checking my mirrors, I'm looking around, and as I look ahead, I have a green light. I'm checking to my left, right, left again as I go through the intersection. That's looking around. As I look ahead, I see a green light. As I look around, checking my mirrors left and right, checking my speed. That's looking around. As I look ahead, I see a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. I see an intersection going to the left, to the right, to the left again. As I look ahead, I see a curve to the left. As I look around, I see intersections left and right. Always fail, never fails. Lots of calls while you're trying to do something important. As As I look around, I'm looking behind me, I'm looking ahead of me. I've got a curve to the left and then to the right. I'm looking, as I look ahead, I'm checking my mirrors to the left and to the right. Every 5 to 8 seconds, changing my perspective every 2 to 3 seconds. As I look ahead, I see a green light. I see a traffic that might try to pull in front of me. No, he chose to back up. The left, right, and left again as I look around. Checking my mirrors, left, right, behind me and in front of me, as well as looking ahead 15 seconds. Okay, as I look around, I see a vehicle that kind of crowded me, and there he's chosen to pull ahead of me, so I'm going to reestablish my 4 to 5 second following distance as I look around and as I leave room. As I leave room, I go ahead and stop my vehicle at least 10 feet ahead of me, and I'm going to look at my mirrors as I look around left and right, looking behind me and looking in front of me. Can't see 15 seconds ahead of me, but I'm going to communicate that I'm going to turn to the right at least 3 to 5 flashes. So as traffic begins, I'm going to reestablish my 4 to 5 second following distance by giving him a 2-second count as he begins, the car in front of me begins. 1001, 1002, and I'm going to begin. That immediately establishes my 5-second following distance. I'm looking around as I look left, right, left again, and I'm going to pull into my left, or my right-hand turn lane. I'm going to check my mirrors left and right as I look around. As I look around, I see construction ahead of me, so I'm going to communicate that I'm going to turn into the left lane, and I'm going to check my mirrors as I do so, left, right, behind me, as well as look ahead of me. A good 15 seconds and looking around right in front of me. As I look around, I see I'm in construction, and I'm looking ahead. I have 15 seconds more. I have a red light ahead of me, checking my mirrors left and right. As I look ahead of me, I have a crosswalk, and I see no pedestrians, nor is the light flashing, so I'm going to look left, right, left as I look around, and then communicate that I'm going to pull into my right-hand lane. As I check my mirrors left and right, I see it's safe to do so, so I'm going to proceed to change lanes, and then I'm going to cancel my communication so that the car in front of me doesn't think I'm going to turn right. Looking ahead, I see a stoplight, 15 seconds. I see, as I look around, I'm looking to the left and looking to the right. And then I'm going to communicate as I get up closer here that I'm going to take a right hand at the light. I'm doing so a little early because I know I'm not going to be able to pull all the way up. So I'm going to give lots of flashes. But as I leave